Hello everyone and welcome back to another Broke Kaeya main Chronicles video. Today we're going to continue the Dainsleif quest. I'm gonna just call it the Dainsleif or the sibling storyline. Because you know, you usually have the Archon and now we just have the sibling storyline. So anyways, if you missed last time, do a little recap. We decided to take on a missing persons case. No one really has anything about them. The Abyss then was lurking around the area. We attacked them after they attacked us first. Then we found Dainsleif and we found more information that the big purple rock that convinced Clothar to start the Abyss and everything is actually Dainsleif's brother yeah. I don't know how to say his name yet. Like Verdernalif? Verderna?
Dane? Hello,
Verdernif?
Dane?
I think it's
Why are you just zoning out over here?
Verdernif. I forgot.
Did something happen?
What's wrong, Dane?
The missing person from your commission. Could you describe them to me?
Oh, young guy? Early 20s? Seriously, Dane, what's going on?
There appear to be certain memories in my mind that weren't there before. Memories of him.
Maybe we just talked too much about him yesterday and you had a weird dream or something?
No, it wasn't a dream. They're memories. Memories that suddenly appeared in my mind after I woke up. And I'm certain I've never met this person before.
Well, what exactly did you remember?
I remember handing him the eye of the first field tiller.
Aw.
What? Okay, so this missing person definitely has something to do with the Abyss Order then!
Indeed. And it appears he possesses the ability to implant memories into the minds of others.
How is that even possible?
Wait then. All the memories the villagers have of him, could they be fake too? Maybe they never knew him at all. But why would he do something like that?
Whatever the Abyss Order is planning, an important truth has been revealed to us this morning.
What sort of truth?
That their goal is still to obtain the eye of the first field tiller. They haven't stopped searching for it.
I have a question. Where did you even store
I
it?
am the only person who knows its location. Perhaps implanting that particular memory
So he did hide it.
was an attempt to interfere with my mind in some way.
Is the eye still safe? What if that memory is real?
Your concerns are not entirely unfounded. I don't believe the Abyss Order is capable of altering reality like that just yet. However, considering their single-minded pursuit of the eye, I would say an equal level of caution is in order on our part. Come with me. We must check whether the eye is still in our possession.
Where the hell did you hide
so you're
it?
going to take us to where you hid it?
But what if someone follows us? If we go straight there, someone is on our tail. Aren't we just exposing the eye's location? Maybe that's the reason the Abyss Order implanted the memory in the first place. To force Dane to confirm the eye's location. Given what I know of him, though, I'm sure Dane have already thought of that possibility. It seems like he might already have a plan. Lead the way, Dane!
Of course.
Lead the way, Dane. And
I gotta grow up quickly so I can go find.
alright, so he hid it in Sumeru. Convenient? I think so. I mean, Mondstadt was the place they found it, so that makes sense, but Sumeru seems to be like the hive of like everything starting here. I mean, because, you know, Irminsul. I'm gonna keep saying Irminsul, but Irminsul is like the big thing here in Sumeru. The big thing that has connected like almost everything. Irminsul is the world. The world is Irminsul, you know?
So you hid it way out here? Not an easy place to discover, that's for sure. Well, let's go check to see if it's safe.
Traveler, wait.
Huh? Uh-oh, his head.
We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
What was Dane going to tell me just now?
Hey, wait up!
I have a bad feeling about this, guys. Ooh, magic. Alright, time to go in the domain. Domain expansion. Memories that should not exist. Okay, so they want me to use fire and... yeah, no. But what I am going to do is bring Xingqiu out. Since Xingqiu is usually on my team. Sorry, Shenyun,
Chivalry
but
will
I have
never
no idea
die.
what's gonna happen, so I'd rather have my main team here. Do I just fly on over? Yeah, I love flying when there's possible ground that I can just hit and die from. Everything seems to be fine, and I see chest up ahead, and a crow flew in my face. Wonderful. Those are not chests, those are scroll things. Alright, let's just kill these guys.
Solidify!
Time to act. No, my sword. Huh?
Cool it!
Why are they hiding in the ground? Wait, did they just heal themselves? Do they normally do that? I've never seen them do that. What the hell? Yeah, whatever, buddy. I have never seen them do that. That's interesting. Alright. Or I realized I didn't place this down, so alright, I need them to come towards me.
Rain outlines your fate.
Freeze!
I hate these guys. I really hate the mushroom guys because they just fly everywhere, the tiny ones. And they just piss me off, genuinely. Like, I don't like when enemies run off or anything. I like them close to me. That's probably why I want Kazuha.
It appears the mechanisms here have changed over time. You can access the upper floor through the side door. Perhaps you should try reactivating the mechanism over there.
Yay! Flying over things. I wonder if I'm gonna have to fight things. This looks very much like Kaenri'ah. I know, like, everyone, like, tries to forget that place because it's Kaenri'ah, but, you know. I'm gonna pick this up. This gives Primo Gems. I usually grab everything, but because I'm having such low storage with artifacts, I really hope they bump up the artifacts again. Huh, that's a different deal. But I'm really hoping they bump up the artifacts again. The artifact storage.
What's the hurry?
They already bumped up the resin, which I'm very surprised. Like, how much they bumped it up. From 160 to 200. Like, that's
No,
a
my sword.
lot. That isn't, like, simple chump change. That's a lot.
Cool it. Gather. Burst forth. Dodge this.
Alright, he's dead. Oh. One out of 3. That's great to know. I swear they have that change, that sign. Usually when you activate mechanism,
Make sure
change.
all the runes are pointing in the direction indicated by the light. That should unlock the mechanism.
Okay, I got 1. Okay, I got 2. Alright.
Ah, the door's open. Let's go. Our destination is just up ahead.
I like that puzzle. It wasn't hard, but I liked how they used lights. I see you. I liked how they use lights, you know? They never really use lights in puzzles like that. Like where they have to show... You have to follow the indicator of the light. I don't think they really done anything like that so far. Or even if they did use it, they probably use it just a one-off thing. Like they'll probably do here, but... I like that. Because usually sometimes you don't really have things like specifically kind of telling you how to do it. I don't know. That'll just probably like ruin some of the puzzle experience, but I feel like this feels like a boss fight incoming. Oh my god. Oh my god. Feels like something's gonna big happen, so...
Looks like we can't go any further.
Be on your guard. I sense the presence of the Abyss.
Abyss Lector? Those guys are kind of... There we go. It's the Cryo one, and I don't have Diluc. Last time I had Diluc because he was automatically in my team. Great, the Cryo one is not going to be the easiest to fight.
Cool it.
Okay, at first he's going to be easy. Haha, I get to freeze you first. Haha, I get to freeze you first. Okay, he's going to switch over, right?
Stabilize. Burst forth.
No, he didn't switch over.
Freeze.
I'm disappointed. Oh. So that's how he switches over. Okay, he's gonna... Whoa. Scary. This is gonna take a little bit. I killed him so fast last time. That's because I had Diluc. Can you please stand, like, in the circle I've made for you? No offense, but I can't take down your shield unless you stand in the circle. They were right. I really should have brought...
Solidify.
Excuse me. I'm relenting over the people that I brought. This does take it down pretty well.
Stabilize. Come into being.
It's like, keep applying the shield. Keep hoping gets hit by, the pillar and the flower. One can dream.
Gather.
Come back here.
Burst forth.
Come on. I don't want to take longer fighting you. Alright? Just stay in one place. Dang it. He's bringing me forward now.
Stabilize.
There we go. Stay in one place. I don't care what attacks you do. Just stay in one place. I would be over this by now if I did actually listen and bring a pyro character. Instead of being like, oh no, I'm not gonna need a pyro character. There we go, he's dead. Finally!
Just as I suspected. The false memories were a trap. The Abyss Order just wanted to follow us here. Now that they're in the vicinity, we should have a chance to see.
Something's messing with his memory.
Dane? What's wrong?
Can you feel that? There's been a disturbance in the ley lines. It must be the work of the Abyss.
Wow, you must be really sensitive to that sort of thing. Paimon doesn't feel it.
You too. Do as I say. Use that mechanism over there and leave this place.
Leave you here on your own? Will you be alright?
The Abyss Order is putting something in motion. If you return to Vimara Village, I suspect you might finally have the opportunity to locate the missing villager. Just think of it as a way to divide and conquer.
Alright. Bye bye, Dainsleif. Bye bye, Dane. Dane does have a point. But something still feels off. What am I missing? No! Bye, Dane. I wonder if his brother's gonna appear and that's why he's staying there. Or it may be someone we know. Yep, it's someone we know.
I knew going along with your trap would be the only way to meet with you face to face.
Sibling, you're back! Yay! Don't kill Dane,
You risked
please.
your safety, and that of the Eye. That's quite the gamble, Dainsleif. But I believe that I am the one walking into a trap laid by the Twilight Sword.
So you came here all on your own? What about those followers of yours?
When the Twilight Sword is prepared for battle, any army I could send would only be marching to their doom. Better that I face you alone. I know you must have a lot to say. But if it's a conversation you want, you'll have to defeat me first.
Yeah, please don't get into a cutscene, guys. My laptop can't handle a cutscene. Oh, another part of the quest done. Wow, alright.
The Abyss Order's on the move. The ley lines are all out of whack. We better
Butterflies.
hurry back to Vimara Village and see what's going on.
They're so pretty! Oh, I see hilly trails.
Hey, look at those hilly trails over there.
They seem strangely calm?
Weren't they acting super agitated just a little while ago? Why are they so calm all of a sudden?
The butterflies! Wait, I hear something.
In the New World, they bade farewell to the shrouded sun. At last, they no longer needed to dwell on their suffering, or try to differentiate between various thoughts of blasphemy. Such was the price they paid, and thus their souls became cleansed and pure.
Did you hear that? What was that sound just now?
It was someone's voice.
It sounded so gentle. Could that voice be comforting the hilly trails in some way? Oh, this is weird. Let's check if this is happening anywhere else.
Yay, butterflies! I'm going the wrong direction. Butterflies! Hehehe, they're so pretty.
Looks like the same thing is happening over here, too. The hilly churls are calm.
You see, we're both still here. We've reclaimed an endless amount of time to love. Release your tears. You no longer need to hold back your sorrow.
It's that voice again. Butterflies. They aren't leading me anywhere this time.
Over there. It looks like they're sleeping.
In the end, he whispered softly, "Sleep well, Father. Sleep well, my beloved people. When you awake, that which differentiates us shall be no more."
It almost sounds like a poem or some kind of story. Well, now that the hilly churls have calmed down, Vimara Village should be safe at least. Let's put this situation to the side for now. Dane said this might be our chance to find the missing villager, so we should head back to Vimara Village before it's too late.
Alright, let's just run there. Amadia!
Dodge this!
Amadia! There we go.
Grandpa Amadia, is everyone alright? The Abyss Order seems to be up to something nearby.
The Abyss Order? This is the first I'm hearing of it. Thank you for your concern, but as far as I'm aware, it's been business as usual here in the village.
Well, that's good to hear. Oh, also, you didn't happen to come across any clues about the missing villager while we were gone, did you?
Someone's gone missing, you say? Who would that be?
Huh?
You don't remember?
You know, the young guy from Vimara Village. The one you've been looking for all this time. You posted a commission with the Sumeru Adventurers Guild. That's kind of the whole reason we're here, actually. Your missing persons commission.
Ah, I do apologize, you two. I hope I'm not worrying you too much. I'm sure it's just my age making me forgetful again. At least right now, I can't seem to recall whatever it is you're referring to. Perhaps you should try asking someone else.
But how is that? All right. Thanks for your help, Grandpa Amadia. Something's definitely not right. We just talked to Grandpa Amadia about the missing villager. There's no way he could have forgotten all about him just like that. What do you think, Traveler? Could everyone's memories of the missing villager have been erased again?
It's too early to say. We should check in with others first.
You're right.
Check in with the others
We
first.
should narrow down the possibilities first. Let's go ask someone else then.
Someone's gone missing? Who?
Just as expected. That guy you said a bunch of nice things about earlier? The one you always used to chat with. He's around 20 years old, and you said he was a kind, warm-hearted person?
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Really? You remember?
There aren't many young people who've earned that kind of praise from me. If you're certain that's what I said, then there's only one person who fits the bill. No doubt about it. But why'd you say he's gone missing?
Have you seen him recently?
Yeah, I just saw him leave the village. There was someone else with him, too. They couldn't have gone far.
Strange. Bayram seems to remember him, and apparently he just saw him? Do you think maybe it's not that there's something wrong with people's memories, but that we've somehow returned to a time before he went missing?
I doubt returning to the past would be that simple. Given everything Dane mentioned about disturbances with the ley lines, I'd say it's far more likely this is related to memory in some way. I need to think carefully. What's really going on? Don't make me do the thinking thing.
Just like what happened with Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, no one remembers him, because there's been a change in people's memories. If we really did travel back to a time before he disappeared, that could explain why the villagers said he hadn't gone missing. If this person only exists in people's memories, maybe we're in someone's memory right now. If this person only exists in people's memories, maybe we're in someone's memory right now.
Right! Paimon totally forgot about the ley line disturbances. We're in someone else's memory. Just like how you entered your sibling's memory last time. That
Yeah.
would also explain why we seem to be at a time before he went missing. It's a memory after all.
Really are in someone's memory, then this is our chance to find him.
Right. If he's someone who only exists in people's memories, then we're finally on the same turf. But didn't Bayron just say that he saw him leave the village with someone? Where should we go look for him? Who knows how long this ley line disturbance is gonna last? We might not have that much time, and we don't even know whose memory this is.
Let's go through what we know so far.
Good idea. That'll help us narrow things down.
He's by the tree, isn't
We
he?
pretty much figured out that the missing villager has the ability to...
Implant memories into the minds of others.
Right! That! Could we try to figure out more about him using what we know of his ability? Like, does it maybe leave a trace that would somehow give him away?
Implanting memories into the minds of others must be an imperfect process. There's no way the new memories could perfectly blend in with the old ones. There has to be some kind of tell. I have to think again.
All the memories seem to be set in or near Vimara village, but I'm still not sure if they're restricted to this location. If time was allowed to pass within the false memories, there's a higher chance they might conflict with someone's original recollection. That would make it much harder to avoid suspicion. There's a difference between memories that arise from lived experiences and those that are implanted into the mind. Perhaps it has something to do with time. Maybe not. We don't have
Okay,
any way
fine,
to
then this
prove whether
one.
certain memories were simply forgotten or never existed in the first place.
No
Dang, I had a
wonder.
feeling it was gonna be that
All
one.
this time in the sky hasn't changed a bit. That must mean time isn't passing. That's the tell of the fake memories. The implanted memories are basically taking place outside of the regular 24 hours of the day. If the memories included the regular passage of time, it would be easy for people to tell that something was off. Like there could be overlap or something. People might start to wonder why they remember doing two different things at the same time of day. That's why he makes sure the memories take place at a specific moment in time rather than over a period of time.
If we consider this in conjunction with what we already know, then the question of whose memory this is seems to have an obvious answer.
The color of the sky coincides with the moment in time she described.
Oh, right! That's exactly what Atosa described!
come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk, just like right now.
All we gotta do is go and sing with the Tulsa,
Time
yeah.
always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking for hours, the sun would still be at the same position in the sky.
Yep, that has to be it. This is definitely Atosa's memory.
Let's go to the tree.
Yeah, that's where they'll be.
Tree.
What's the hurry?
That is not Clothar.
So, you see, Granny
Clothar.
Jahiet was a mercenary when she was younger. She just talks like that out of habit. She's not trying to scare the children on purpose. Oh, there I go again. Always talking about my own things. Do you maybe have anything you want to share? It's okay if you don't. You could
That cannot be
also
Dane's
just
brother.
talk about
They
what you
cannot.
think of
Actually,
me?
they NPCify a lot of people.
I think you're an incredibly strong and thoughtful young woman. You'll meet many amazing people and live a very happy life. You won't miss someone like me.
Huh? Are those your friends over there?
We finally found him. Why does he look kind of familiar?
Oh, right. This version of Atosa hasn't met us yet.
Okay, I'm not worried about Otosa.
Friends? I guess you could say that. It must have taken them a lot of effort to find me. So, I should see what they need. I'm sorry, Atosa. We'll have to continue this conversation another time.
Another time, huh? Yeah, okay. I'll head back to the village then. Talk to you some other time.
So, only thing I can think of is that it's either Dainsleif's NPC-ified brother, or it's Bear.
It's nice to see you, Traveler. I believe this is the first time we've met.
It cannot be a young Clothar, but you're Bear. I had a feeling. Factoring in the memory, the Abyss Order, the Loom of Fate, everything else, I need to think of one person that can connect all of this together. I want to think because of the thing on its
Born
arm.
into abject sorrow, he shall now become the Loom of Fate.
Let's do this. Oh my
You're
god.
Kari Bear Alberic.
I was right! Oh, he did turn into a human. Oh! Or human version
You
is.
know me?
Oh!
That's quite the surprise.
Oh my
I don't
god.
believe I've met you before.
I guessed it right.
Oh,
Because it
I
kind of looks like
see.
Clothar.
It was the memory, wasn't it? Your sibling's memory. You saw the me from back then.
I saw you jump off a cliff, so...
This is Atosa's memory. I came here to say goodbye to her. But I suppose I'll just leave her a message instead. Come, let's find somewhere else to talk.
You're a human! You're supposed to be a hilly churl! How do you have the Abyss? I really hope that's the poem. I really hope that's the poem. I don't know. I don't know the language in Genshin. I don't. I should learn it, but I really don't know it. Whoa, where are we? This is pretty. The proof of existence. Yay, I get to walk in water again. without having to use Farina. So, Carrot Bear. But then what is the other soul there? Is that you? Wait. Did you have a child? Is his name Sorry. I wanna know where the hell he comes from. Sorry, he's like my favorite character, and I just got him C6, sorry. What is this place?
I suppose you could call it the realm of my consciousness. I'm someone who no longer exists in the real world after all, as you well know.
You look quite exhausted.
It's nothing. I still have enough strength to play the part of a good host. I've always hoped that I'd get the chance to talk to you like this, and now, the time has finally arrived.
This is a rare opportunity for me as well. I should try to learn as much information from Carrot Bear as I can. What exactly happened to you?
Extreme sorrow and pain. Hope and regret coursing through your veins. And a degree of abyssal power that defies comprehension. Father told me that once I possessed all those elements, I would become the loom of fate.
Okay, what's the Loom of Fate?
Despite his intentions for me, I never truly became the loom of fate. I was merely used as a means for its construction. In truth, I died the moment I set everything in motion.
Oh, so you've been dead. I mean, that makes sense.
The person you see before you now is nothing but a remnant of consciousness left over within the loom of fate.
Does it need to pick someone else as a Carrot Bear is dead? That's why you no longer exist outside of people's memories.
As for your question, the loom of fate is a device capable of weaving ley lines.
Weaving ley lines?
In its primitive form, it can only be used to create and implant memories. But, as more of it is completed, its power becomes stronger and stronger, until finally, it has the power to weave real ley lines of its own. Once fully completed, the moment it gains the power to weave ley lines, it loses the lower level ability to influence memories. But it also becomes a tool that can change the entire world.
So that was the source of your ability, to implant memories.
Yes. I have the ability to control the loom in its semi-completed form. I suppose you can think of it as a form of compensation. After all, its existence cost me my life.
Wait, will I need someone else? So the memories that suddenly appeared in Dane's mind were implanted by Carrot Bear through the half-finished Loom of Fate. That makes sense, but I'm still lost as to why he went so far as to introduce himself to all the residents of Imara Village.
Ah, that. I was wrong to implant those memories. I'm sorry I caused so much trouble. Not only for everyone in the village, but for you as well. I just wanted them to feel like I once existed in this world. As if I had a chance at life.
So that's why. I would have never guessed. But is there any kind of meaning to this? The only existing people's memories really count as living? Look at Serial Experiment
I know
Lane.
what you must be thinking.
That's a
Why
great
would I do
depiction of
something
that.
so meaningless? But I just couldn't accept it. I had to know what it would be like if I had my own life. What kind of person I would be. What other people would think of me.
And you don't. No, I can't.
Chief Ahmadiyya, Baram, Granny Jahiyat,
Just put in my brain.
Tosa.
That's what
What
I
would it
saw in
be
the
like if I could
trees.
live alongside them. cataclysm, no curse. Just a quiet life in a peaceful village. I was curious, so I selfishly tried to have my own life.
I think she was
Even
in
if-
love with you, I'm not gonna lie.
Even if that meant piecing together the version of myself that could have been. One memory at a time. I know it sounds stupid.
And
After
you're the
all,
butterflies.
my life ended a long time ago.
Well, yeah, I saw you jump off the cliff. I gotta stop saying
Any
that.
chance at living was stripped away from me when I was 8 years old. My consciousness left to mature in an illusory world of nothingness. Even the form you see before you was nothing but an invention based on my father's appearance. An imagined version of what I would look like if I had the chance to grow up.
In the end, this all stems from the tragedy that occurred in Kaenri'ah back then. You know, everyone is looking for you.
I know. But there's nothing I can do to make them find me. If I could exist in the real world, I would return without a second thought and surprise them with the suddenness of it all. But, well, that's not possible for me.
As I understand it, even though you only appeared in their memories, your existence was a great comfort to them. They all believed you once lived among them.
I know.
Well, now that I've found you, let's continue this conversation some other time. Dane might still need my help.
Captain Dainsleif. Twilight Sword, you mean? No need to meet up with him. Things should already be settled on his end.
Settled?
Exactly. As someone who could only exist in people's memories, the fact that I'm able to talk to you in my consciousness like this can only mean one thing.
They got the eye.
The Loom of Fate has already been completed.
What? The Loom of Fate is already complete. That means the eye of the first field tiller must have fallen into the hands of the Abyss. Could something have happened to Dane?
No need to worry about Captain Dainsleif. He's absolutely
Call him a
fine.
captain still.
The only reason he lost the eye was because I happened to guess exactly what he was planning. Captain Dainsleif has had the eye inside his body this whole time, hasn't he?
Oh my god.
His plan was to lure the Abyss Order to a false location, capitalizing on their pursuit of the eye in order to have the chance to confront the prince.
My brother?
He would then hand the eye to you and tell you to take it away from that location. That way, Captain Dainsleif could accomplish his own goal and ensure the safety of the eye all at once. A very thorough plan.
But Dane never handed me the eye.
That's right, because in his mind, he had given it to you already.
Wait, does that mean he gave Dane a false memory? You made him think that? When?
Before you two entered that false location.
Traveler, wait.
Hmm?
We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
Oh, when Dane froze up back then, it was because a false memory was being implanted in his mind? No wonder.
That was when I implanted the memory of him handing you the eye. Given the tense situation at that time, Captain Dainsleif failed to notice anything out of the ordinary, and took that memory to be real. I'm sorry, Traveler, but I needed the Loom of Fate to be completed. And to do that, we had to retrieve the eye.
Yeah, but you just gonna die. So Dane had the eye this whole time. Until the Abyss Order took it away. Not sure there's anything we could have done. Now that the Loom of Fate is complete, what are you planning on doing with it?
I promise I'm not trying to conceal anything from you. But I truly have no idea what the prince is planning. Tevat's ley line system is deeply entrenched in the planet. Creating new ley lines can neither replace nor extend the ones that already exist. In the face of everything they could be planning, I fear I'm too insignificant to even get a glimpse of the bigger picture. In any case, I had my own use for the Loom of Fate, and my goal, at least, has been achieved.
Your goal?
You remember my father, don't you? Clotar Alberic.
Oh,
I
Clotar.
believe you saw him in your sibling's memory. After he used the power of the Abyss to restore consciousness to my hilichurl form, I suffered from an indescribable level of mental anguish. To comfort me, my father told me a story, that this was a fairy tale world where I had to take on the form of a little monster. That story managed to dispel my fears, even if just for a moment. My goal was simple: to use the Loom of Fate in its near-completed form, when its ability to create memories was at its strongest, to implant a specific memory into the minds of the hilichurls. In that memory, I would tell them a story, just like my father did for me. It was a story of fairy tales and love. But more than anything, it was the story of us.
Love? The thing that caused the hilichurls to come down back then was Kaeya story, so that was his goal. That was the only thing he wanted. He had a device as powerful as the Loom of Fate at his disposal. All he wanted to do with it was offer the hilichurls a moment of comfort and
I can't change the world. Not when I lost the very right to exist within it. Implanting those memories, that was the most worthwhile thing I could offer.
perhaps. I think it was very meaningful indeed.
All that's left of my existence is a wisp of residual consciousness tied to the Loom of Fate. In truth, that trace of my consciousness should have dissipated long ago. My goal was the one thing that allowed me to hold on all this time. But now, the bedtime story is finished. And it's finally time to rest.
Looks like I was too late to see Kaeya one last time. Kaeya's consciousness is gone, and this space will soon disappear along with it. Neither of us belongs here. That's why we're not tangible. Were that not the case, I'd love to hug you too. Well, how about a conversation?
It's our sibling! It's our sibling, guys! Our sibling! Oh my god. Kaeya?
The chance to just stop and talk like this is certainly not easy to come by. Wouldn't you
feel
agree?
bad for him. Yeah. I almost can't believe it's real.
That battle earlier was tough. The one against Dane, I mean. I didn't expect that after everything, he would still hesitate to raise his sword against me. Were it not for that, perhaps I'd still be no match for the Twilight Sword. Even after 500 years.
What are you going to do with the Loom of Fate?
The Loom of Fate, huh? I still haven't found a way to utilize it to its full potential. But there's still time. Before the heavenly principles awaken.
Heavenly principles are still asleep?
Yes. For 500 years now. Ever since the cataclysm in Kaenri'ah, there's been no sign of activity. Not long ago, you witnessed the Hydro Archon destroy her divine throne, yes?
Yes.
Such a flagrant disregard for the rules, and still Celestia took no action. I suppose that's proof enough of the heavenly principles situation. However, the heavenly principles will awaken. We just don't know when that will be, or what might trigger it.
I have a feeling that Cerisa's gonna accidentally trigger it. Actually, she's going to trigger it. I have a feeling she's the one that's gonna trigger it. You really hate the heavenly principles, don't you?
You could say that.
Doesn't everybody?
Just look at Kaeya. He was so pure and single-minded. The space we now find ourselves is a perfect representation of who he was. Quiet and peaceful. Even as a hilly churl, seeing the terrible sight within the mirror wasn't enough to taint his spirit. He brought comfort to the people of this world, even though he was denied the very right to be a part of it. So ask yourself this. Who was it that deprived him of that right to exist? Of course, that's only one example. My feelings about the heavenly principles are too complicated to explain in just a few words.
Well, we're having a conversation, so I can hear you yap all day. Come on, just tell me. Stop being vague.
Lumine?
You're the only one in this world who calls me that. There's so much I wanted to ask you. But for some reason, I'm not interested in asking those questions right now.
But I want to ask
There's
questions.
One thing I have to ask. One thing I could never understand. Why? Why can't we continue our journey together?
At the end of my journey, I arrived at a place known as the Sea of Flowers at the end. Do you remember? A long time ago, when we traveled between worlds together. You told me. You wanted to find a place in the universe where that one flower was in full bloom. To have a place like that suddenly appear before me? Well, would you think of that as a coincidence?
You mean?
I miss you too, Lumine. But as this war continues to rage, and as I continue to seek that final answer, I don't even know how to face myself sometimes. Let alone my own sister.
What's going on?
The place is falling apart. We
This
gotta go.
space has lost its tether. I doubt it'll be able to exist much longer. In fact, aside from our ability to physically interact with each other, there's something else you should know about this space. With Kaeya gone, we won't be able to remember anything that happened here. Everything in this space will be wiped from existence, including all memory of our reunion.
Wait, you're touching me right now.
You're only telling me this now?
Dang it, he said something right at the end. I saw that mouth open. I saw it move. You said something right at the end that of course I couldn't hear because we're all doing that whole, everything's falling apart around me. I mean, everything was falling apart around me, but still.
so sleepy. Paimon's head feels all fuzzy. Oh, Paimon woke up a little earlier than you, so Paimon will fill you in. The villagers said that they saw us sleeping near the village yesterday. They couldn't wake us up no matter how hard they tried, so they decided to just bring us back here. Oh, and Dane came by just now. It looked like he was injured. He didn't say anything, though. Just made sure that you were all right and left. Kinda seemed like he had a lot on his mind, but that's Dane for ya.
Never changes, does he? I'm having trouble thinking straight right now.
Let's think for a second. We were in that memory, and we saw that guy you called Kari Bear. He was the missing villager that we've been trying to find, right? And after that, Paimon doesn't remember what happened.
Harry Bear and I talked for a while. Told me about the Loom of Fate.
Wait, really? What a score!
Guess our commission is complete then. The missing villager. The person who twisted people's memory. Harry Bear all along. But now that he's gone, I'm not sure how to explain things to the villager.
Well, what happened after that?
After that, huh? I can't seem to remember. Maybe I'm just tired? I feel like something else happened. But why can't I remember? Sure what? But it almost feels like I lost something.
Ah, there you are. Sleep well?
Bayram, you sure seem happy. Did something good happen?
Something good? Huh. Wasn't anything good or bad, I'd say. It's just that, well, the village organized another search party yesterday. It didn't feel right to leave all the searching to the adventurers. So there we were, searching away, when suddenly this one guy said it all came back to him. According to him, one day around dusk he was passing by this one tree outside the village, and he saw our missing villager. There he was, sleeping under that tree all by himself. His parents came a little later to wake him up, and they all left together. They looked like quite a happy family, apparently. And after that, well, we all started to feel like that really is what happened. Kind of strange that we forgot all about it for so long.
That's how Kari Bear said. That was the last memory he gave them.
Oh, and we also remembered his name, Kari Bear.
Kari Bear,
Now, that's
aww.
not a name you hear every day. Would have been helpful if we remembered it sooner.
That is a unique name. Make sure you remember it this time.
Well, I hope he's happy wherever he is. And we're all relieved now that we know what happened.
And he's officially
Seems like everyone
dead.
thinks Kari Bear left the village. That's probably for the best. At least they have some sort of explanation now.
Kari Bear is gone. Loom of Fate is now complete. And now we're screwed with something now.
Paimon wonders how Atosa's doing. Maybe we should go check on her. If she hasn't remembered like everyone else, we can tell her what happened. Paimon didn't see her in the village just now, so she's probably at the tree. Come on, let's go talk to her. Hey, Atosa, how's it going?
Oh,
Well, they're
it's
still in
you
the
two.
tree.
I was just about to go looking for you. I wanted to thank you.
No problem.
I was part of the search party, so I remember what happened to Kari Bear now. Honestly, I just can't believe I forgot something so important.
Maybe he wanted you to forget him. I'm sure he wouldn't want you to forget him.
It's funny, but I have this feeling he told me the same thing. I just can't seem to remember when. I guess it doesn't really matter anyway. Life is made up of a series of memories. As long as I hold on to our time together, he'll always be a part of my life. I'm just happy I got to meet him. So, who cares what happens in the future, right? Okay, I'll admit, I'm just putting on a brave face. I was dumped, wasn't I?
I had a feeling you guys were
Otherwise,
together.
why would he just leave like that without saying goodbye?
Just immediate. I was dumped, wasn't I? I'm sure he had his reasons.
You don't need to comfort me. I'll be okay. It's just like Kari Bear said. It's the things we overcome that make life more precious.
So you guys were
And
together,
you
I had
know,
a feeling.
If he has a heart, maybe he'll come back and see me one day.
Anyway,
Anyway, thanks for all your
kinda
hard work,
dead.
you two. I promised I'd help Granny Jahiet with something, so I should head back. Goodbye.
Well, that should be it, right? Everyone's lives can go back to normal now. Oh, right! Weren't you about to tell Paimon what happened after your conversation with Kari Bear?
Right. What was it that happened? I can't remember. Huh? It feels like there's something in my pocket.
A picture? Where'd that come
Where how the
from?
heck did we get a
Paimon
picture?
see?
I guess he gave it to us in the last moments. Well then, oh my gosh, that picture was just... Okay, that picture threw me off. What the heck? Alright, that picture threw me off, but we finished it. We met an older version of Kaeya, and apparently he was with that girl. I had a feeling when he said love, you hear me go, love? But, you know, they're gonna throw that in somehow. And I was just trying to get my thoughts together because then I'm also remembering the other information that Dane told us about the five. There are five, he's the sixth one, the sixth member of the whole thing, you know, the highest of the elites in Kaenri'ah, and five of them being Rhindaughter Gold, and then Skirk's Master, Stol something, and then his brother, I can't pronounce some of these names. Come on, why can't they pick like the most... Sometimes I hate when they pick very complicated names I don't know how to say, because then it's like I seem stupid that I don't know how to say them. But that's the end of the bedtime story. Honestly, I wasn't expecting any of this. I thought Kaeya was gonna pop up again, but not in this way. But I'm glad he did pop up again this way, and it gives us more. Now we know more about the Loom of Fate, because I keep forgetting about the Loom of Fate. They introduced it so later, like so early on, sorry, but then other things keep coming in. So, but anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!